Hello to everyone tuning in today. We're delighted to have you with us. In our journey through the fascinating world of biblical narratives, we often uncover profound truths and timeless wisdom. Today, we'll be exploring one such story, that of Lazarus and the rich man. This tale, steeped in layers of meaning, presents a unique opportunity to delve into the heart of biblical teachings. So, fasten your seatbelts as we embark on this theological excavation. Today, we delve into the rich narrative of Lazarus and the rich man. The story of Lazarus and the rich man is a poignant parable found in the Gospel of Luke. It's a tale of two men living at the opposite ends of the society's spectrum, yet bound by the inevitability of their mortality. Lazarus, a poor beggar, lived a life of destitution, covered with sores and longing to eat the crumbs that fell from the rich man's table. Even the dogs came and licked his sores. On the other hand, the rich man, unnamed in the scripture, lived a life of opulence. He dressed in purple and fine linen, feasting sumptuously every day. His gate was the demarcation line, the invisible barrier that separated his world of abundance from Lazarus's world of scarcity. But as the tale unfolds, death, the great equalizer, arrives. Lazarus dies and is carried by the angels to Abraham's side, a place of comfort and peace. The rich man also dies, but finds himself in Hades, where he suffers in torment. In death, their roles are inverted. Lazarus is comforted, and the rich man is in agony. The rich man sees Lazarus afar off, with Abraham, and begs for mercy, but it's too late. The chasm between them is fixed, and no one can cross from either side. So, the rich man lived a life of luxury, while Lazarus suffered at his gate, but their fates were reversed after death. Now let's delve into the deeper meaning of this story. The story of Lazarus and the rich man is a parable, a simple story used to illustrate a moral or spiritual lesson. The characters are not merely individuals, but symbols, representing broader societal realities. Lazarus, a poor man covered in sores, represents the marginalized, the overlooked, the downtrodden in society. He's a symbol of poverty, but also humility and faith. He suffers greatly in life, yet in the afterlife, he's comforted in Abraham's bosom, a representation of paradise or heaven. On the other hand, we have the unnamed rich man, who represents the wealthy and the powerful. The rich man lives in luxury, but in death, he finds himself in Hades, suffering torment. His wealth and power on earth could not save him from the consequences of his actions. The main characters' roles underline a pivotal theme, the reversal of fortunes. This concept is a common motif in biblical literature, where the last become first and the first become last. The story also delves into the concepts of wealth and poverty. It doesn't condemn wealth per se, but the misuse of it. The rich man, despite having more than enough, shows no compassion towards Lazarus. His wealth becomes a stumbling block as he fails to use it to alleviate the suffering of Lazarus at his gate. In this parable, Jesus is essentially saying that wealth without compassion is meaningless. Compassion is the bridge that connects us to other people. It's a force that can transform lives and societies. Finally, the story underscores the reality of the afterlife and the concept of eternal judgment. The rich man's plea for Lazarus to warn his brothers about his fate suggests a realization of his mistakes, but it's too late. His fate is sealed. This story reminds us that our earthly actions have eternal consequences. It's a call to live with compassion, to use our resources to help those in need, and to remember that our time here is limited, and what we do now echoes in eternity. From this story, we can glean several key insights. Firstly, it's evident that the rich man's wealth didn't buy him a place in heaven. His wealth, in fact, became a stumbling block, keeping him from recognizing Lazarus' suffering and his own need for spiritual growth. Secondly, the story emphasizes the importance of compassion and humility. Lazarus, despite his poverty and illness, is comforted in the afterlife, while the rich man, who lived a life of luxury, finds himself in torment. This tale also underscores the principle that our earthly status is temporary and insignificant in the grand scheme of things. It's a stark reminder that we should not be blinded by material possessions, but rather, we should focus on nurturing our spiritual well-being. In essence, this story challenges us to live with compassion and humility, recognizing that our wealth and status are fleeting. As we wrap up our discussion on the story of Lazarus and the rich man, we hope you've gained a deeper understanding of this biblical narrative. We've journeyed through its rich tapestry, delving into its themes and extracting valuable insights. It's a story that prompts reflection, urging us to apply its lessons in our daily lives. This is the beauty of the Bible. It's timeless and relevant. Thank you for joining us today. Please like, share, and comment on this video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful biblical discussions.